Hey everybody, Tyler Cruz here, also known as Always Dizzy. So I recently finished a tournament, the 2025 BC versus Washington match. It was my first over-the-board tournament in a while, and it turned out great. I had a great result, and I drew a national master from the US in the final round. So this video is to give an update on my over-the-board ratings, because that tournament was both CFC, which is a Canadian Chess Federation rating system, and FIDE rated. And my rating increased on both of them. So that tournament actually put me at a new all-time CFC rating high. And I will show that here, if I can do so. So my new rating is 1782 CFC, which honestly feels surreal. And I don't know, I feel like I don't deserve it. For the longest time, I felt I was underrated over the board, but I don't know if I'm 1782. I don't know. I don't feel that strong. But there was a rating boost in the CFC system some time back. So let me just kind of go back. So this is a mixture of both regular rating type, time control rather, and the quick time control, which is like a quicker time control is like rapid and blitz. But I haven't played a blitz rated tournament before. If I just filter by regular tournaments here, you can kind of see. So I played like a couple when I was younger, and then I quit chess for about 15 years or so, as you can see here. So I started playing again in 2018 as an adult. I had just started playing for a few months again after a 15-year hiatus. And then my timing was a bit weird because I just started to get into tournament play, and then the pandemic kind of struck. And that affected the ratings a fair bit. That, in addition to a million juniors starting playing chess, it was the rating system was really messed up. So recently, they gave a bump, a rating bump. It was kind of similar. It was basically exactly the same as the FIDE rating bump that they did about a year and a half ago or so. And so I guess you can see that right here. So yeah, at the beginning of the year, I guess they did that rating bump because I went from 1495 to 1694. And so when they did that, I wasn't sure if I could keep that rating, but I actually was able to, because the first tournament I played, I gained rating, and then the next tournament I gained a little bit more rating, and then in the tournament I just played, I gained more rating. So I gained about 50 points in this last tournament. My performance rating was 1885, which is, I think, my second highest performance rating. I don't really give much stock into performance ratings. Like, I don't think, especially in a 5-round tournament. But that was my second highest performance rating. My best was 1914. So I graphed this out here. Whoops, I got to switch scenes here. There we go. So this is my graph. I started it at when I started to play as an adult. So it didn't stretch out too far. So yeah, I think at the end of 2018 or so, I started playing, and then I had this decline. I really struggled around here. I really felt pretty bad around here. I did feel I was underrated, but I just couldn't show it over the board. But I think most of that was I was playing all these kids who are now super strong. Like a couple of them are masters already, and a lot of them are like 1900. So that hurt, and I got down to like the 1300s, the low 1300s. Then the pandemic, there was kind of this hiatus for a while. Then I started, playing again, and then, ups and downs. Then this was the rating bump that I told you that the CFC gave, but I managed to keep that. And yeah, I'm just below 1800 now over the board rating. So yeah, 1782, all-time high over the board classical rating. I am not young. I'm 42 years old. Sometimes people ask me my age. I've never really shared it too often. I'm 42, but I'm still improving. So I like that. Now, it's kind of funny because my online rating has nosedived. I don't know if Lead Chess, I feel like Lead Chess Rapid is like, I think it's, what's it called? I don't know if there's any deflation going on over there, but my rating has really tanked on Lead Chess Rapid. But my over the board rating is climbing. So I don't know. That's kind of weird. But yeah, I'm 42 years old and I'm still improving all-time high over the board. So for any adult improvers out there, don't give up hope. There's still hope, right? There's still hope to improve if you work hard at it. And yeah, let me show. So it was FIDE rated, and I had a FIDE rating climb as well. So my new FIDE rating, so I gained 12.8 points from that tournament. It's now 1789. It's even higher than my CFC rating. So 1789 FIDE. That was a little bit of a bummer for a couple of reasons. If I show the breakdown, so I played I played 5 games. So 2 of my wins didn't count because my opponents weren't FIDE rated. But that kind of sucks, right? Because I probably would have gained, that would have put me over 1800 FIDE. Or probably I would have hit 1800 FIDE because I'm sure I would have gotten, probably around 10 points for that. Because they were, those were tough wins. Those weren't easy wins. But it just kind of sucks like those don't count. Also, what kind of sucks is, it's kind of weird. Like I played a master and I lost 5.6. It seemed like a lot of points to lose against a master, but I guess, he was only, 250 points higher. No, 300 points higher than me. Yeah. I'm a little surprised that I lose that many points against somebody 300 points higher than me. Yeah. I'm complaining, but no, I'm happy. I'm obviously happy with that new FIDE. So it's not an all-time high, but I'm kind of conflicted on how I say this, because if I go to the graph, which is here, I was actually over 1800 FIDE before, but I don't know what is considered provisional on FIDE. Because my first rating was 1717, and then wait, that's not. Oh yeah. So it was 1717, and then after that, FIDE had the rating boost themselves, and then I got up to 1830. But this was provisional, anyways. Like I had five games only played, and then after the rating bump, I played 2 more games, and then I dropped down to 1776, and then I played these 3 more, and I'm 1789. So it's only 10 games so far, but I seem to be, this seems pretty secure, like the high 1700s FIDE. So, yeah, I just wanted to give an update on that. Obviously, I care about my over the board rating a million times more than online. Everything I do online is just to transition to over the board. I mean, that's ultimately what I care about most. And yeah, I'm happy. I mean, 1782, I'm going to have to peak sit on this for a long time. That means no tournaments for a long time, because I have to enjoy it. I have to enjoy my 1782 and my 1789. If you ever want to feel bad about yourself, go look at your FIDE rating look at your FIDE rating. Go to the info tab. Look at the world rank. So out of all players, I am the 210th 200, I don't even know how you say this, 210,000th best player in the world. So there are 250,000 players better than me. Although I don't know, does this mean, I don't know if that's true though, because do these include dead people, the all players, or do they include people that are alive but haven't played a tournament in 20 years? If so, then yeah, we can't count that. So probably I should count the active players, because these other players might have like their ratings, yeah, we're in a different time. So this actually isn't too bad. If I'm in the top 80,000 players in the world, that's not bad. I'm happy with that. And then in Canada, again, I don't think we can count all players. So top 650 in Canada. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, it's an interesting little stat though that you can look at on FIDE. Okay. But yeah, a happy note. Don't give up. You're never too old to improve, unless you're like a title player. Then maybe it's a different story. But for everybody else, I think with hard work you can still climb. Yeah. Thanks for watching. See you next time.